Hi, this is the Black Mormon reader, and I will be reading verses from the fourth chapter of Helaman. And it came to pass in the 54th year that there were many dissensions in the church, and there was also a contention among the people, insomuch that there was much bloodshed. The rebellious part were slain and driven out of the land, and they did go unto the king of the Lamanites. There they did endeavor to stir up the Lamanites to go against war against the Nephites, but they were afraid insomuch that they would not hearken unto the words of the dissenters. But it came to pass in the 56th year of the reign of Judges, there were dissenters who went up from Ne- from the Nephites unto the Lamanites, and they did succeed with those others in stirring them up to anger against the Nephites, and they were all that year preparing for war. And in the 57th year they did come down against the Nephites to battle, and they did commence the work of death, insomuch that in the 58th year of the reign of Judges they succeeded in obtaining possessions of the land of Zarahemla, and also all the lands, even unto the land which was near the land bountiful. And the Nephites and their armies of Moronia were driven even unto the land of bountiful. And there they did fortify themselves against the Lamanites from the west sea even unto the east. They did fortify and station their armies to defend their north country. And thus those dissenters of the Nephites, with the help of the numerous armies of the Lamanites, had obtained the possessions of the Nephites, which was all the land southward. And all of this was done in the 58th year of the reign of Judges. And it came to pass in the 60th year of the reign of Judges, Moroniah did succeed with his armies in obtaining many parts of the land. They regained many cities, insomuch which had fallen into the hands of the Lamanites. And it came to pass that in the 61st year of the reign of Judges, they succeeded in regaining even half the land of their possessions. Now this great loss, this great loss of the Nephites and the great slaughter which was among them would not have happened had it not been for their wickedness and their abomination which was among them. And it was among those also who professed to belong to the church. And it was because of the pride of their hearts, because of the exceedingly riches. It was because of their oppression to the poor, withholding their food from the hungry, withholding the clothing from the naked, and smiting their humble brethren upon the cheek, making a mock of that which was sacred, denying the spirit of prophecies and even and of revelations, murdering, plundering, lying, stealing, and committing adultery, raising up great contentions and deserting away deserting away into the land of Nephi among the Lamanites. And because of this, their great wickedness and their boasting in their own strength, they were left in their own strength. Therefore, they did not prosper, but were afflicted and smitten and driven before the Lamanites until they had lost their possessions of almost all the land, lost possession of almost all their lands. But behold, Moroniah did preach many things unto the people, and also Nephi, and Lehi, who were sons of Helaman, did preach many things unto the people. and did prophesy unto them many things unto them concerning their iniquities, and what they should come unto, and what should come unto them if they did not repent of their sins. And it came to pass that they did repent, and so much as they did repent, they did begin to prosper. For when Moroniah saw that they did repent, he did venture to lead them forth from place to place, from city to city, even until they had regained one half of their property and one half of their lands. And thus ended the 60th year of the reign of Judges. And it came to pass in the 62nd year of the reign of Judges that Moroniah could obtain no more possessions of land over the Lamanites. Therefore they did abandon their designs to obtain the remainder of the lands. So numerous was the Lamanites that it became impossible for the Nephites to obtain more power over them. Therefore Moroniah did employ all his armies in maintaining those parts which he had taken. And it came to pass, because of the greatness of the numbers of the Lamanites, the Nephites were in great fear lest they should be overpowered and trodden down, slain, and destroyed. They began to remember the prophecies of Alma and also the words of Mosiah, and they saw that they had been a stiff-necked people, and that they had set naught against the commandments of God, and that they had altered and had trampled under their feet the laws of Mosiah, that which the Lord had commanded him to give unto the people. And they saw that their laws had become corrupted, and that they had become a wicked people, insomuch that they were wicked even unto like the Lamanites. And because of their iniquity, the church had begun to dwindle, and they began to be disbelievers in the spirit of prophecies and in the spirit of revelation. And the judgment of God did stare them in the face. And they saw that they had become weak like unto their brethren the Lamanites, and that the Spirit of the Lord did no more preserve them. Therefore the Lord did cease to preserve them by his miraculous and matchless power, for they had fallen into the state of unbelief and awful wickedness, and they saw that the Lamanites were exceedingly more numerous than they, and except that they should cleave unto the Lord their God, they must unavoidably perish. For behold, they saw that the strength of the Lamanites was as great as their strength, even man for man, and thus they had fallen into this great transgression. They became weak because of their transgression in the space of not many years. And on this note, we'll stop until next time. This is the Black Mormon Reader.